Yeah, sit down, Cobes. Sit. Say hello. You want to see him? He's my beautiful boy. And you come in and you do the readings with me, don't you? He loves doing the readings. And it's not the same when he's preoccupied somewhere else, is it? You're going to say hello? Say hello to everybody. Yes? Say hello. Bing, bing. Hello. That's the way. You stay there. You can sit with me while we do our readings. Yeah. Oh, he's a gorgeous boy. He's great company. He's got something to say. Have you got something to say? Welcome. Welcome, everybody. Aries. Hello. You're with Elise for your Zodiac Wheel reading for May. I'm just going to invite Great Spirit, angels and my guides to join me here with this reading now for Aries for May 2020. And I'd like to thank Great Spirit, my guides and the angels for any messages that come through for Aries for their highest good and for the good of all concerned. I'll ask what messages are there for me to share. I hope you are all doing well, Aries. Okay, we'll start there. Okay, so here we have at the beginning of the wheel, in the area of the first house, I hope you can see that, is the Knight of Cups. Now, this energy indicates your emotions and pleasures, and it can even indicate a very youthful approach to things with the Knight of Cups. The Knight's a very loyal symbol in the tarot. So you're presenting as, at the very least, emotionally loyal. Now, the Knight of Cups is also comes through to me as a sign of movement. And there's an emotional healing at some level taking place here for you as well. I wouldn't be surprised if people are noticing that in you, and because this is how you view life, this first house area. It's your aura and also your physical characteristics and your appearance. So there's a lot of self-care and self-love being expressed here through this Knight of Cups in your first house. Now here, involving your material values, your self-worth and your support system, you have the Hierophant being shown there. So the Hierophant is a message of conforming.
that may not sound very much like an Aries, conforming. Aries do like that spontaneous and freedom. They really enjoy that expression of freedom and exploring new ideas. But this is letting you know that you're towing the line here, with the Hierophant being shown. It's also establishments as well, so it may be a case of having to deal with your place of work, or even applying to a new establishment as well. Now, the influences also affecting that second house is that Uranus in Taurus energy, and later in the month we've got the Sun going into Taurus as well, and through the early parts of May we've got Mercury in Taurus. So there's a big Taurian energy. That earth energy is very strong as well, so that's also a sign of stability, and the Hierophant also does represent stability, and some of you may be really planning a commitment of sorts as well. Now, that Uranus energy there in that area of your self-worth, how you earn your money, day-to-day kind of dynamic, is one which will help you to see life in a new light. So if you've been suppressing that spiritual side of your nature, you now will most likely be feeling spiritually alive, so you can experience now some really great insight that can bring you contentment. It's in favour of that spiritual renewal. So there's some quite significant shifts going on for you, Aries. Which brings us to the third house, which is being influenced here by the Four of Swords, which is convalescing. So if there has been illness around, or feeling drained or tired, the Four of Swords is one that says, you know, to rest and make the most of being able to rest, hibernate even, which a lot of us are doing, and then, you know, you will be recharged to really come out of hibernation and move into action again. Okay? Which you're really going to love once you can move into action with that Knight of Cups there in that first house, representing how you're expressing yourself. So there'll be a newfound love for the world at the very least. Now, this is also the area here in the third house, which for you is ruled by Gemini. Now, that is where the Venus retrograde is taking place. So be mindful around the 13th of May of what's taking place, because you could feel a strong desire of wanting to have your own environment, your immediate environment, under a peaceful energy. Whether it's in your home or your job, that's what you're wanting most of all. It's also letting you know, with Venus retrograde in Gemini from the 13th of May onwards, which doesn't go direct again. Venus doesn't go direct again until the 15th of June. Okay? So that is a time where you will be wanting to communicate. But this Venus energy is letting you know to communicate gently and have the communication based on love. So it's a wonderful time for you to be working on your comprehension of expressing from a place of love while you're hibernating. So there's an indication there that, you know, there may be someone in particular that you really want to communicate and speak your truth and make it clear to them. This is involving your immediate neighbourhood, siblings, anything to do with short distance travel. Calming the mind, anything that is helping you work with your mind and with your thoughts is very beneficial to you at this time. And, you know, even though you may be withdrawn from the world at large, it's still a good time here to do some networking. You can do it from home or adjusting to new ways of doing that. Now, of course, with Venus in retrograde, it's not a great time to start a relationship, and it's probably not a great time to end one either. That's not to say that you don't have to do what you need to do, but it does, in a way, hold things up a little bit, and once that Venus retrograde is over, you may be looking at the situation through different eyes. So yeah, just try and hold off, as long as you're not in any danger. Just make your decision in regards to relationships after Venus has gone direct again, which will be from the 15th of June onwards. Alright? And it's also a good sign for healing. So you could actually use your words to help heal, help another person through their healing, a neighbourhood or associate or siblings, that kind of thing. Now, here in the area of your home and the base of your wheel, which is your foundation, you have the Death card. Now, this is about rejuvenation and rebirth. And, you know, the end of one way of doing things and the beginning of another. So it could be that maybe you have found yourself actually in a position where you can work from home, and that can influence your career in the sense of being able to, you know, network with your work colleagues so that it can become a more permanent situation. It is quite common for Aries to like being at home. I mean, it is traditionally ruled by Cancer, so home is a place where you do find you feel you belong, they're saying to me. Now I'm just going to ask what guardian angel is with you, Aries. So if you are seeking answers or wanting that extra bit of help here through May, we'll find out what angel there is there for you. And it's the angel of gratitude, compassion, mindfulness, perspective, forgiveness, abundance, peace, selfless, purpose. Angel of gratitude, giving thanks for all of those qualities being illuminated in you now. So you can turn to the angel of gratitude and ask them to assist you. Now, another interesting shift this month is also taking place in the area of communication, which has you on a quest to learn to see life from other people's point of view and to become more apt in the art of communication, which isn't just about being the one that does all the talking. It's also about listening. The communication goes both ways. So there is a focus developing here that gives you the ability to communicate your ideas that can, in a way, help other people in their life. So that's a really nice energy there. It's the moon's nodes shifting out of Capricorn and Cancer and into Gemini and Sagittarius. Yay! So it's putting you on a quest to understand the interaction between people better. All right? So you need to leave behind your past belief systems in a lot of ways and find the new belief system that is evolving out of that and communicating that. So there's also a learning taking place there, and it's from other people. Again, some of the people in our lives are our greatest teacher, okay? And that will form a really good foundation for you from which to have that security in your home and your family life, the base of your security, so that you can forge out into the world again. Now here you have celebrations, and the Three of Cups is one of growth and expansion. It's the Trinity of life. We start with the seed that we plant in the earth, and then that turns into a plant, and the plant, of course, has fruit on it. So this is about a new birth as well, invitations in the area of the fun house, that which brings you joy. I'm feeling with this that there's some creative new ways evolving here for you as well. You know, maybe that's because you've been networking through the social media and keeping in touch with people, and you might have even taken on playing games online that you didn't do before, or getting Netflix or learning how to use a computer if you're not really computer savvy. Yeah, that kind of thing. There's artistic pursuits that you do enjoy and have fun with. So I'm feeling that you are getting some emotional contentment there, to do with your children, self-expression, leisure, hobbies, sport. Sixth house, more cups. So I really am feeling with you, Arians, that you are coming very much from a place of love. You're feeling things quite intensely and deeply at the moment, and this Seven of Cups is also saying that you're being offered choices to do with your work, health, hygiene and well-being and your day-to-day activities. So there's some choices opening up there for you in May. Now, this area also, the sixth house, is about your skills, your daily routine, and putting everything in its place and having a place for everything. So I do feel like you're really getting things in order, and this is making you feeling that you're getting a bit more freedom. So you know, you could be offloading things here and tidying up and getting into nooks and crannies that you haven't had time to do before. Being more health conscious, and it's also the service that you give to others. It is the area of the wheel that is about service. So there's choices there for you to make. So you can choose who you want to be of good service to. There may be some offers coming for work, actually, with that Seven of Cups there too. A bit of being spoilt for choice energies with the Seven of Cups. Now, partnerships here is being influenced by the Devil. Now, that is a Capricorn card, the Devil, and it's about being rigid and stoic and bound by tradition in a way. Also sort of caught up in not fighting, but in toing and froing between what's tempting you and what you need to resist. And it's to do with the area that is partnerships. Now that could be marriage or a committed relationship. And there will be those of you that one of your main goals will be forming a long-term intimate relationship. You want your partner to see you as an equal, and you want to try and keep the peace and harmony. But the Devil is letting you know that, you know, don't hold on too tight. In order to have a healthy partnership, you've got to let the winds of heaven dance between you. And this sometimes with the Devil can hold you down and bog you down. And it's also symbolic here to me that it's one of... Did you just hear Kobe? What's the matter, Kobe? It's like, oh. One of wanting your partner to also find career as important as what you do. That's the message coming through there with that devil card. So your drive for harmony and peace are vital to you within a relationship, and if you're not successful with getting that, you can become quite uncooperative. Now, in the 8th house this month, on the 7th of May, we have the full moon in Scorpio, and the influencing card in that area of other people's money and inheritances, your emotional values, beginnings and endings, joint enterprise, finances and resources of others, you've got the 8 of Pentacles. So there's some sort of help from others, and using your skills even maybe to help others, or other people's skills are going to be able to help you. Okay, so the 8 of Pentacles is letting you know that financially things will start to get back on track. You are going to put in the hard yards, but it will really be beneficial to the bank account, Aries. So I do like the look of that. Now, on the 7th of May, the full moon in Scorpio, which will be at 17.20 degrees of Scorpio, is letting you know that you will receive the support that you are looking for. There's regeneration in your sex life, in legal matters. The metaphysical world is really transforming and regenerating your views, and in a way you could be feeling that you're on the path of the disciple. So I do feel that someone quite significant that you're going to be fond of or really looking up to will be like a great teacher at this time for you, Aries, or you will learn a lot from the association with them, and it's really going to be financially setting your world alight with that 10 of Pentacles there in the 9th house, which is also where the south node of the moon is shifting into that 9th house area in Sagittarius. So that will be a situation where you'll be really understanding the influence of your interaction with people. Again, there's aspects of yourself that you need to change or leave behind. And helping you see life from other people's point of view. And not being restless and scattered, so that you can build this wealth and empire up. This is also about a partnership as well. So partnership for you is really very prominent through this month here. And I do feel that, you know, your financial side of things is letting you know that you're going to be in quite a good place financially. There may be a need to increase your education, higher education, maybe some academic courses that you're looking into as well. And again, you've got that support. There's a lot of support around for your desire to help other people and keep your focus on your ideas of the quest that your life is on. Okay? Now here with the Hierophant up here in the zenith of the wheel, this is about the outside world, and you have the Hierophant. So how appropriate is that? Because the outside world at the moment is a bit quiet, isn't it? Everybody's gone into hibernation, and this is like the wise old man, you know, quietly contemplating and getting in touch with his intuition and his own inner guidance. So okay, the guides are saying to me, if you don't feel that right, like when you don't feel right about something, listen to that and don't do it. So if it's a case where you really don't want to have to go out there today, then listen to that. Don't be forced, or don't force yourself to do it. You can take a step back from having to deal with the flat out busy world is what this is letting you know here with the Hierophant. Because there is a period of transformation. And even though you do have boundless energy, because Aries have got Pluto and Jupiter in Capricorn in the 10th house. Okay, and Jupiter is retrograde, and it goes retrograde on the 14th of May. So keep that in mind. And that Jupiter retrograde energy is influencing rethinking the path that you're on. Alright? So this is about going deep with that, and it is the career area, it's the outer world, how you deal with it, and having the time to carefully analyse that and find the balance. You might even make some corrections. Okay? There's also a tendency with that Jupiter retrograde there in the career area, where you may have to navigate intense differences of opinion with career or public reputation. Choose your battles wisely. Use that hermit's wisdom to really don't just go into bat. You can always step back and use that universal spiritual perceptiveness. There may be something that you need to diffuse, and just keep in mind that what you focus on becomes your reality. So let go of the things that are not worth it in the long run, and allow yourself to focus on what's truly meaningful to you. it's important to use your power in a positive manner and to avoid being manipulative or playing mind games, okay? That way you'll be able to meet life with new intensity. Even though others may not be able to keep up with your vigour at the moment. Because once you come out of that hibernation, you'll really want to get the ball rolling, and there's financial benefits from that. Now here you have, in the area of wishes being fulfilled, you have the Wheel of Fortune, so things are turning in your favour, and you have got some help from above with this Wheel of Fortune. And this is about your friendships, your relationships with groups of people, your hopes, wishes, manifestation, how you manifest, that kind of energy. Now, around the 10th of May is when Saturn goes retrograde until September the 29th. Okay, so it's Saturn is in Aquarius and it goes retrograde back into Capricorn. So this is the Aquarius area of the wheel. And then Saturn's going to go back into Capricorn and deal with your career again. But you will be given the opportunity to really focus on what you want to manifest. And I do feel that it is with regards to your career, but it's the people and groups that you associate with through career. So you could be seeing having to go back over something again, really thinking about the sort of people that you surround yourself with, maybe even realising that you don't click with certain people. Now, if you do have to let go of some friendships or a particular friendship in your life, then you keep in mind that not everyone is meant to stay in your life forever, or you're not meant to stay in their life forever. Not some people we have in our lives are, and some people it's meant to sort of run its course, because there's a bit of that energy being shown to me here with Saturn retrograde in that friendship area as well. But I do feel that that Wheel of Fortune, the timing is going to be right for your originality and your innovativeness to really come to the fore. Okay. And here, what's hidden, on what's behind the scenes, you have the Ace of Cups, which is beautiful. The Aces are always about fresh new opportunities and new beginnings, and the Ace of Cups again is to do with emotional new beginnings. So even though here through May it's with the Venus retrograde, it's probably not the greatest time to start a relationship, but it certainly is letting you know that the healing that's taking place for you on a deep level, because of all the work you're doing on yourself, is for those of you that are single, will be setting you up to be able to be ready for that new relationship within, well, it's the time of 1 year really, so you may be still a year away from it, but it's letting you know that, you know, you can work on your finances and your career and your communication skills and get more in touch with your emotions to express them better and to release yourself from some of this possessiveness here, which with the Pluto retrograde, which is also in Capricorn, the Pluto retrograde is a really good time for working on ourselves and breaking old patterns or old cycles and seeing us being able to heal for positive change in our life. Okay? So there is some really good healing going on for you, Aries. I'm seeing here that it's really from a emotional perspective. There's some wounds that you haven't had time to really nurture your own wounds, and here through May and possibly even through April, so the last month and this month that's ahead, you're being given the opportunity to. Now, I'll just ask for divine direction for you. What message is there for Aries for May? What do they need to know now? Thank you. Trust. Trust in your intuition, in what you were feeling, sensing, seeing and experiencing. So that's your divine message. And now I will ask for your animal medicine message. Confirmation card. Confirmation for Aries for May. And you have the Magician, the Unicorn. Oh, a bit of magic in the air. There is magic in the air. You can manifest everything you need to be successful. Well, that's a wonderful sign there for you, Aries. So thank you for joining me. Please let me know in the comments where you're focusing your healing on, what area of your life, how this period that the world's been going through has been affecting you. I hope you are well and that you haven't been suffering too harshly through these times. Sending much love out to you, Aries. And until next time, my prayers and blessings to you all. Namaste.